Watitiga ingane Mbeere.
Welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel, and if you're watching us for the first time, please kindly take a second of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Now, my fellow Kenyans, I have been doing my small research within the crew of the newly appointed IEBC members led by Erastus Ethekon as the newly chairman within the IEBC, and I have realized that that team, that crew within the IEBC were not in charge or in control during the by-election across the country of Kenya that happened last month on November 27th on Thursday. IEBC was just there as a symbol so that Kenyans can see that IEBC are doing their job, but there was a team that was set aside by the government of the day of William Samoei to take charge of the by-election, to make sure that UDA was to win many seats, and together with the broad-based government candidates, but nothing else. And if this IEBC want to continue like this until 2027, then it is not going to be business as usual for them with the people of Kenya, because this one is going to cause a lot of chaos in this country of Kenya in 2027. Because this one was just a kickstart, where Kenyans were expecting the newly appointed IEBC to have a free and fair election across the country of Kenya. But that one did not happen because President William Samoei Ruto is in charge, is in control of everything in this country of Kenya. President is in charge of national assemblies. The president himself is in charge and control of the courts in this country of Kenya. The president is also controlling the IEBC the way he wants, because he's the person who appointed those people. So what happened during the small by-election is a symbol and red alert on how things are going to be in the next general election in 2027. Many people are going to be killed. If IEBC will behave like this in the next presidential election in 2027, then this country of Kenya is going to have a serious chaos, anarchy, violence. And this one is happening because any elected president in this country of Kenya is being allowed to control national assemblies, cabinet ministry, courts, security affairs, and also IEBC. And that is why I've been telling you on this platform during my analysis that it is high time for a law, an extra law, to be added within our policies that can stop any elected president from controlling national assemblies, cabinet ministry, courts, security affairs, and also IEBC, so that those sectors can be left independent to serve the people of Kenyans equally without favoring any Kenyan citizen. If that one can happen, then we are going to have a great country. This country can even look like Singapore or even Malaysia. But if any elected president will continue to be allowed to control everything in this country of Kenya, then it is not going to be it's not going to be easier for this country of Kenya to look like Malaysia or Singapore, because instead of any elected president in this country of Kenya, left with those sectors independent, is in control. So how are those people going to work? They are just earning salary, but they are not working because they are working under control. Whereby, as I'm talking to right now, UDA candidate wamudhende, who was elected and sworn in as the new Mbeere North constituency member of parliament, is on a serious trouble with these people in his constituency, because the ground does not want wamudhende. Because the president of the day, William Samoei Ruto, forced the people of Mbeere North to elect wamudhende. Wakiwa na Kindiki, they totally forced. It was not organic. The campaign was not organic. They were just forcing. It is only the resources, state resources, that helped wamudhende to be the newly elected and sworn in member of parliament. Ni hiyo tu, hakuna kitu ingine. It is true. It is the resources, together alongside with the misuse of the police officers in this country of Kenya, where the government of the day is busy using the police officers into their own political benefits. Then lastly, Mbeere South Member of Parliament Nebat Muruki heckled badly yesterday, left addressing himself as people started singing and forced him to cut his speech prematurely as he was trying to talk about Wamudhende's election. Yani, if you try to talk about Wamudhende's election, then hakuna mwenye atakusikiza, because they were forced to elect Wamudhende so that national development can be taken to Mbeere North constituency. And before we proceed with this conversation, I want you to watch how this MP was totally heckled and rejected while trying to talk about Wamudhende's election that happened last month, where many people in Mbeere North constituency did not recognize because it was manipulated. There was a lot of violence. IEBC was raided. Yani everything was just raided so that the government of the day was to achieve a certain objective within the by-election that happened last month on 27th November, Thursday. Here is the video.
And the truth shall set you free. Nemwera wandu wako Mbeere. Nimure kirewega mara support Mbeere North tukigea na mbunge wa thirikari. Motitiga ingane mwere. Aya nena akira.
Tega wale mwana wako kendo yelira Ushamba kwa nesingia tira Tiganjarageria kanjera batere Monembe kekaga Nemanyone Igoro ya maondo Monawe Wika
So that is how things are now happening in our country, where the only problem that we are having in this country of Kenya is this. Number one, any elected president in this country of Kenya is being allowed to control everything. Anapewa power ingine hapo ya kucontrol kila kitu hapa Kenya. Cabinet ministry, the CS and ministers in this country of Kenya cannot work without receiving order from the president of the day, William Samoei Ruto. National Assembly's MPs are working for for William Samoei Ruto. And that is the reason why William Samoei Ruto alikuwa na struggle to make sure that anakuwa na wabunge wengi. Because if you have a political party and you have many MPs, then you are okay to go. So Ruto is looking for more MPs so that whenever you want to pass any bill, anything in the National Assembly is having a good time. Hasumbuki? MPs of the day are not serving the interest of the people of Kenyans, but they are serving the interest of the government of the day because they are being given something small. Wao wanalipwa. The courts across the country of Kenya is being controlled by the government of the day. So those people are just there to earn their salaries. If there is something serious that should be resolved that linked the government, opposition, or the government and the people of Kenyans, courts are going to favor those people. Because you must do what the president is saying. Because our constitution always favor the government of the day, but not favor a normal mwananchi. Because it is time for another rule to be added within our policies so that Kenya can be a place where workers should be left freely to work under our constitution as per their interest, but not as per the interest of the president, of the newly elected president. If we can have that law that ban any elected president from controlling things, then things are going to be very well in this country of Kenya, where we are going to have an improvement of our economy and also our development before 2027 election. Because this time round, we want to make sure that we end this issue of going to the street after every 5 years of election. But that one can only happen if we register as a voters and we vote responsibly on the ballot box, as we are going to face different candidates. Thank you so much, and may God bless you, my fellow Kenyans, and also my fellow viewers outside the country of Kenya. Subscribe, comment, like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. See you in the next video.